going to be doing a clam dip. Something I learned from my cousin from Hawaii. So today we're going to be using again a stand mixer with the blade that has a scraper on it. We're going to obviously need some clams. It's actually two of these cans. This is a 6.5 ounce can. You can use the whole ones, but I chose to do the diced ones instead. You can need some mayonnaise, obviously a lemon here, Worcestershire sauce. I'm pretty sorry I said that wrong. Philadelphia cream cheese is the 2-pack, and again, Philadelphia, not the store brand. We have a strainer. We're going to give this little doodad a try. It's to help strain a lemon. Spoon, knife, scraper, and a bowl to put it in when we're done. So, alright, let's start this party off by getting the cream cheese in there. Of course, we're going to need our bowl, so let's get our bowl over here. Move the stuff that we don't need to the side. Now, when it comes to this, the amount of mayo you use, the amount of lemon juice, and the amount of Worcestershire sauce all depend on your taste buds. Whether you want them to be creamier or have a stronger flavor of this or that will depend on how much you put that in there. Now, a good recommendation is about 4 to 5 splashes of the Worcestershire sauce per packet of cheese. So in this case we have 2, so we're going to want to do 8 to 10 splashes of Worcestershire sauce. Mayo will act as, it will help it be creamy and give it a little bit of tang. Now we're using Miracle Whip, sorry, we're not using mayo, we're using mayonnaise or salad dressing or however else you want to call it. We are not using mayo. Mayo will give this a completely and totally different taste, and quite frankly, I don't even want to know how that'll turn out. So let's get this cheese, just like in the last video, we're just going to go ahead and get it chunked up. That one didn't want to go. So here we go. Go ahead and get that one in there. We can get this one, do it all by itself. And when you're putting this cheese in there and you're scraping it here, don't forget you need to kind of put it around the bowl, because otherwise it'll all be on one side. Alright, so we will need this knife later, but other than that, it'll be just fine. So again, thing of safety first, you don't want cream cheese and everything all over your hands as you're trying to work with everything else. So, now we got this in, we can go ahead and put this on here. Now let's try giving this new lemon juicer a try here. So we're going to use about half of it here. Ooh, look at that. That sure looks good, doesn't it? So, now wow, that's quite a bit of juice for such a little lemon. Holy cow, that's quite a bit. Wow, and it did such a good job. Look at that. They ain't got most of it out of there. Alright, so now, from what I've been told, this is a pain. It goes everywhere. Which, I was told correct. You get so much in there, it will go everywhere. So now we got that. We've got to be careful not to spill it. So we're going to come over here to our mixer. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of this lemon juice in here. That should be good. So that was probably about 7 teaspoons, and I put in about 1.5 teaspoons. Not an exact science, folks. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Alright, so there we go for that. Now if you look at my clams here, I went ahead and took them out of the containers and just put them in one big container. Now, you see all that juice in there? You don't have to put that juice in there. What that juice is going to do is, if you want a more wet consistency, and if you look at here, that's about as much mayo as I'm going to put in there. Just one big kind of spoonful there. We'll see if we need this later. So now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate all these flavors together. Let's get this going. While that's going, I'm actually draining that juice out of there, so you can see how wet that is. Just use my trusty strainer here. Oh, well, we gotta be careful now. Alright, so we're gonna come back over here. I wanna watch that incorporate while I clean up my mess here. Alright, so we got that going here. We're going to go ahead and stop this and get it out of my way. There we go. Give me some room here. We're going to go ahead and dump the rest of these clams in. Alright, let's get this going again. Always, when you're bringing that up, you really should actually just turn it off. Let's see how this tastes. It tastes pretty good, but I didn't get no clams. Alright. That's pretty good, but you know, part of cooking is knowing your flavors. And this here needs a little bit more flavor, so I'm going to add a little bit of this clam juice in there. And I'm going to grab a little bit of garlic, a trusty salt, and some pepper. Just kind of add to it a little bit. So, just enough. Don't need a whole lot. Alright, so if you see here in my hand, it's not a whole lot. I'm going to put about 2 fat people hand worth of pinches in here. And that was actually 3. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Let's see how we do. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in and incorporate this some more. Now you want to keep in mind that this dip has been getting worked. So that cream cheese and the addition of the salad dressing or the Miracle Whip will firm up a little bit. So as you can see, it is really creamy, but like I said, it will firm up some. Again, got to make sure we try it. Over there. That's perfect. Finger licking. So again, don't be afraid to add to your recipes that you already have. Don't be afraid to try new ones. Until next time, I'm Ken.